We, the people, can't continue playing God with innocent animals based on insufficient reasons. Hello, Bob here. As part of the Homeless Dog Project, today we are going to visit an animal shelter in a local park in Spokane, Washington. I will be interviewing a member of the animal care in the shelter and also some random people in the park. The purpose will be to try to understand how people feel about adopting abandoned dogs. Is it easy to adopt an abandoned dog? Can we find the breed we want in a shelter? And most importantly, can we get the same amount of happiness from adopted dogs? These are some of the questions I will be asking to get a more specific evaluation of the matter with abandoned dogs. So let's get started. All right, do you have purebred dogs in your shelter, or are they a lot of mixed breeds?
Sometimes we have both.
Sometimes you have both? Okay.
Yeah.
Is it an easy procedure to adopt a dog from a shelter?
Yes, it is.
In your opinion, is it important for people who want to have a dog to understand that the dogs in the store are not better than dogs in a shelter?
Yeah. Like, we have many dogs that come out of here that are better than a shelter because an animal store, because in the animal store they don't get a lot of attention like these dogs.
If you would not work here, would you want to buy a dog, or would you consider adopting it from a shelter?
Adopting it. I had just adopted my dog from her. She's my baby. She's my world.
Did you buy your dog in a store or adopt it from a shelter?
We adopted him from a shelter.
Excellent. Does your dog bring you happiness?
Yeah.
So did you buy your dog in a store, or have you adopted it from a shelter?
This dog actually came from a friend who did not want him.
Does your dog bring you happiness?
Absolutely.
Do you think that if you had adopted your dog from a shelter, the dog would be able to give you the same amount of happiness?
Absolutely. This is the only dog that I have not adopted from a shelter.
Okay, did you buy your dog in a store, or have you adopted it from a shelter?
I bought it in a store.
Does your dog bring you happiness?
Of course.
Do you think that if you had adopted your dog from a shelter, the dog would be able to give you the same amount of happiness?
Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
Did you buy your dog in a store, or did you adopt it from a shelter?
Buddha was a rescue dog.
Excellent.
Rescue puppy.
And does your dog bring you happiness?
Absolutely. He brings, my kids and I are, he brings, Buddha brings us great happiness. As a single mom with 2 kiddos, Buddha has just been the perfect addition to our family. Now, let us get back to the way the video started. More specifically, to the part we were talking about dog euthanasia. We were prepared for a diversity of opinions, meaning we were prepared for people saying that they prefer to buy dogs, or that they only want to have certified breed dogs, or other such exclamations. So this phenomenon would have an explanation, although it would be an extremely cruel one, but so that the process would be kind of justified. But as you have seen and heard, this did not happen. The interviewed people think that shelter dogs are able to provide the same amount of happiness for the owner as any other dog is. This kind of approach to this phenomenon by dog owners themselves got us puzzled as to why so much adoptable shelter dogs in the U.S. get euthanized every day, while the amount of American families who get a dog every year is 3 to 4 times higher than the amount of adoptable dogs in shelters. So, to learn more about the matter, we decided to ask specialists and people of the field, but all we got was public silence. Yes, you heard right. Nothing but silence and rejection to stand in front of the camera and speak about this problem. The reason is simple. Although they privately accepted that dog euthanasia due to lack of resources is not uncommon, they did not want to exclaim such a fact because they feared bad publicity. Meanwhile, dog euthanasia due to lack of resources happens and will continue to happen if we do not become aware of the severity of the situation. Until we realize that we, the people, can't continue playing God with innocent animals based on insufficient reasons. We are here to tell you that we together can change this. Let us begin performing the change we want to see in the world. As we said, about 1.8 million dogs are being euthanized each and every year. Let us make it possible for this video to reach at least 1.8 million people who do not agree with the current situation of the matter and are eager to help change and improve it. Connect with us and share as much as you can.